Hello, folks. Welcome back to Reality Check with Arvind Swaminathan. Ram Ramji. The elections fever has really taken off in Delhi. Tomorrow is voting day. Crunch day, shall we say. Let's see, what are the alternatives? What do we have? You have Mr. Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party. And Kejriwal, we know, is hand in glove with the CIA via the Ford Foundation and the Khalistanis. Whether it's Punjab or Delhi, he's after them, or he's with them. He's not after them, except for finance, of course. And the sort of scams, mind-boggling for a small state like Delhi. You see the liquor gate, the scam, and their policy of giving everything, including the retail sales, into the hands of the manufacturers. As if that wasn't enough. He had promised 5 years ago, if he doesn't clean up the river Jamna, don't vote for him. Well, apparently they have spent something like 6,900 crores in attempting to clean up the river, and yet it is more polluted today and dirtier today than it was 5 years ago. So where's the money gone? There's so many other things they've done which they should not have done. They say health services have improved, mohalla clinics and so on. Well, if you have mohalla clinics, you have either doctors without medicines or medicines without doctors. They've also taken over, they claim to have done 60 or 70,000 blood tests. Most of them taken from other private laboratories and put them into their files and say, we've done it. Another scam there. And then they say they will build new schools, modern schools, this, that and the other. Well, they may put up about 20 or 30 schools. All the others have been repainted, spruced up a little, and said this is a new school. It isn't, it's an old one. Half the schools don't have principals, and if they have principals, they don't have vice principals. Who's running it? What's happening? And then have a look at the roads today in Delhi. One wonders, are they roads or potholes? We're going backwards into time, not forward. They claim they built, Kejriwal says 61 flyovers. Atishi Marlena says 38 flyovers. Where? Half a quarter kilometer the flyovers? Come on, let's get real. We don't get drinking water anymore, and if they do, it's at 4 times the price. All the water meters are running, double time. I get fantastic bills. I don't know where from. Electricity. They say, no power cuts. Who said so? Ask me, I know how many power cuts there were last year, especially once the summer began. Every day there will be 1 or 2 hour power cuts. And then you're saying, oh no, you mustn't use diesel gensets. What's going on, bhai? You don't give us power, we mustn't have this diesel set. We've got to sit upside down or stand upside down to keep ourselves cool or what? Water, of course, polluted. And now Kejriwal claims that the BJP in Haryana have poisoned the water supply for Delhi. Why would they do that? Let's look at it this way. A whole lot of dead people in Delhi can't vote for anybody. And then all those leaky water pipes have never been repaired. Yeah, but they say they've spent so much repairing pipes and pipelines. Where? We still don't get water, and half the time the water we get is dirty. The storm drains have never been cleaned or desilted. 2 showers, and you have water overflowing all over the streets of Delhi. The whole of Delhi becomes a river. This is not government. This is making promises and never delivering, putting the money in your own pockets probably. As if this isn't bad enough, the Congress had 10 years under Sheila Dixit. How many of you still remember the Commonwealth Games scam? I think it started off with an original budget of 40 crores. It ended up on 4,000 crores. Well, 15 years ago, that was a huge amount of money. Today, that would be something like 7 or 8,000 crores. You understand the kind of scams that have been going on here. And there's nothing we can do. Kejriwal keeps saying, but the Lieutenant Governor won't pass anything. Well, he can't. Because Mr. Kejriwal sends in papers without signing it. Which means he doesn't accept any responsibility. Now, if he won't accept responsibility, why should somebody else? You understand the problem. A guy doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to shoulder the responsibility of whatever his team is doing. And they're trying to turn Delhi into a drunken stupor. You know, people are drunk all over the place. Even today, the amount of liquor that's been seized is 4 times what it was at the last election. And where is it coming from? Punjab. Why? Khalistanis, and this is also an Aam Aadmi Party, meaning Kejriwal's party, government. Freebies continue unabated. You know what it has done to Himachal Pradesh? You know what it has done to Karnataka? Punjab is bankrupt. It's so heavily in debt, one wonders, will it ever get out of it? And to add it all, Punjab government officials, so-called, are distributing liquor and cash in Delhi. Punjab state police are escorting or providing security for people like the Chief Minister of Punjab, Mr. Maan, in Delhi. What's he doing in Delhi? If he's fooling around in Delhi, who's looking after Punjab? Add to it one other thing, the Punjab government promised 1,000 rupees per lady or per woman in Punjab every month. 3 years have gone by, not 1 rupee has been delivered. You know they can't. If they do, bankruptcy. As in Himachal Pradesh, there won't be money left over to pay the salaries of politicians and government officials. Karnataka is a fairly rich state, yes. So was Punjab. So why are they now so much in debt? Freebies. Now the result is, what's the alternative? You've had 10 years of Sheila Dixit's Delhi. You've had 10 years of Aam Aadmi Party and Kejriwal. What have they done apart from dragging us downwards into quicksand? They've done one other thing. They filled the place with Bangladeshis and Rohingyas. Now you understand why they don't want one nation, one election. It's very simple. You see, if you have it in different times, a whole lot of these guys are transported from A to B to C to D to mess up the election. A vote bank. No, not a vote bank, but a floating vote bank. It goes wherever you want them to go. Plus, these guys are responsible for so much of the crime that goes on all over the country. Wherever there are riots, these are the people they use. Because the politicians have brought them here and they're at their mercy. If they don't do it, they get sent back. Now, they keep saying, why has the BJP not taken action? It's under central government. Yes, because you folks, the Aam Aadmi Party, the TMC, and the SP, and people like Mr. Yadav, Lalu Yadav in Bihar and so on, They bring these guys in from Bangladesh, complete with all sorts of fake documents. And some of them is very difficult to disprove. It started a whole industry based on illegal migrants. There are about 60 or 70 million of them here. Like putting the whole of the UK, dumping them into India. It's not funny. And all of them have PAN cards, they have Aadhaar cards, they have ration cards, and they have birth certificates. Where are they? In districts which are Congress, with Congress MPs and Congress MLAs, or SP or such people. Raebareli, for instance, is a very infamous hub for this, birth certificates. I've mentioned this earlier. A village with one Muslim family issues 830 or 820 or 30 birth certificates, all Muslims. Another village with a total population of 9,000 issues 20,000 birth certificates, all Muslims. All these are Bangladeshis. And what is Raebareli? I think it's the constituency from where Rahul Gandhi is an MP. Now, Northeast riots, Shaheen Bagh is a, how shall I put it, a Bangladesh colony in Delhi, in the heart of Delhi. Any disturbances, well, you'll find them behind. Not only in Delhi, but around Delhi. Just across the border in Haryana. You go to Gurugram, you go to Nu, you go to Sirsa, you go to Jind. You've got huge colonies there. How did they get there? And all of them are either UN-sponsored refugees or they all have Indian, how shall I put it, identity cards. Where they get them? That's an entire industry. The fake documentation industry. And it's all over the country. And once they get those documents, it's very, very difficult to prove they are not Indian. The result, unemployment, huge. Unemployment, basically a problem for bona fide Indian citizens. Bangladeshi get whatever they can get. All the household chores, your cleaning maids and cooks and so on, they're all Bangladeshis now. And Indians go around without anything to do, without any money. And crime, oh brother. Until a few years ago, Delhi had a huge problem. It was called the Kacha Banyan Gang. All Bangladeshis. They'd come here with nothing and fly back to Bangladesh. Why? They were the ones who would loot, steal, burgle, and so on. And whatever they stashed, they sent across by Hawala. And at the end, they would come here around April when it gets warm, and by October they'll be going back. However, these illegal migrants are here to stay. And I told you earlier in one of my videos, Congress makes all the laws in their favor. The Jamiat Ulema-e-Hind provides the cash through their halal certification, and the Waqf Board commandeers and grabs land on which these people are housed and settled. Now, recently, just before this amendment bill came up, the Waqf Board got out of hand almost. They claimed 30,000 acres of farmland in Kerala, 15,000 in Karnataka. This is just in one district. They claimed another 1,200 in Andhra acres. 400 acres was claimed in Maharashtra. Another 1,000 acres claimed in UP. And then one whole village in Karnataka, in Bihar, Govindpur. They also had something like 18 villages, entire villages in Tamil Nadu. Not 6, 18 villages. Why can they not handle all this? You see, the law, the land, and the money. And it is a coordinated effort run through the Shahi Masjids, Shahi Idgahs. They have help all over the place, all concentrated, concerted effort in settling them here. Why? To turn us into an Islamic country. This is what the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party have been doing. All the opposition parties are doing this. Maybe that's why it's time for change. Instead of these two, try the third alternative, which the only one there is BJP. What else can you do? Is there any other alternative? No. Unless you want us to end up like Pakistan or like Bangladesh, in total turmoil, in total disarray, with your economy from being the fourth or fifth largest at the moment, it will be down to about the 25th before long, if that, maybe even lower than that. Remember, Delhi is the capital city of this country. And the state or the area around it, the so-called Delhi State Assembly, which is what's going to select candidates for this particular assembly. What can you do with them? When you got corrupt people like this, and remember Kejriwal came in as somebody who was going to clear this place of corruption. He joined their ranks. Now you know what I mean. These are parties who promise the moon and don't even give you the dirt. They dig a hole and push you in it. What beats me is how do people, sane people, go on voting for these guys? Or is democracy a total failure? Or as Rahul Gandhi keeps repeating, democracy is only okay if he wins. Anybody else wins, there are thousands of excuses. The EVM electronic voting machines don't work, or they've been fixed. This is Rahul Gandhi. In fact, recently in Chandigarh, the mayoral election, the BJP won in spite of using paper ballots. I don't hear any, oh no, he daren't say anything, especially after Omar Abdullah had said, this is ridiculous. If you win, it's okay. If you don't win, the EVM machines have been fixed. I mean, how long can you go on listening to this dribble? When are you going to start thinking, okay, enough's enough, time to cry halt and get on with the job of development? India wants to be, or certainly the BJP wants India to be a developed country by 2047, which would be India's 100th anniversary of independence. Which do you prefer? Disappearing into a hole in the ground, or coming up and taking your place in the Committee of Nations? To hold your head up high wherever you go and look anybody else in the eye and say, look, we may not be any better, but we're certainly no worse than any of you. I know my choice. I hope you folk also remember. Do go out and vote tomorrow, but vote wisely. Think about what you're doing before you vote. What do you want in the next 5 years? Where do you want to be? You've given 2 people a chance. Time for the third alternative. The rest is up to you. Ciao.